This is Kevin. Welcome to part 1 in a series on slope soaring in New England. Why, you might ask, am I doing this? If you already know how to fly RC planes, slope soaring is not difficult to pick up. The difficult part comes if you live in New England and you're trying to find places to do it. There's a whole thread on RC groups dedicated to this topic, so already you can tell the sort of hurdles new people face. On a good day, we have at best about a half a dozen slope soaring locations in Massachusetts. That number is dwindling fast as the National Park Service just banned RC flying on the lands they control, which unfortunately includes some of the better hills, like Deer Island and Winthrop and Wellfleet on Cape Cod. Given all this, I concluded someone had to do a video treatment on this topic. As someone new to slope soaring, what better way to see what you're up against at various locations than to see them yourself? The intention is to review soaring locations in New England, but no doubt you'll learn some basics too. Toward that end, here are some of those basics. If you're an old pro, feel free to skip ahead. These are the ideal conditions for a great slope soaring experience. More or less of any of these elements may work just fine. I leave that up to you to experiment. You need a hill of some kind. The steeper and taller it is, the better. Wind must be perpendicular to the hill at a minimum of 6 miles per hour. There can't be any obstructions in front of the hill. One thing to note is there's a sink area just beyond the top of the hill. When you're ready, hand launch the plane into the lift. First site we're going to be reviewing is Millennium Park. This is an old landfill converted to a park. You'll notice all the walking paths in and around the hill. I point that out because safety of yourself and others is the most important thing when it comes to the RC hobby. By all means, exercise your common sense and don't fly if there are a lot of people around. You'll notice this hill is extremely gradual. The good thing about that is when the plane drops down, you'll be able to walk out and get it. The bad thing about that is because it's gradual, that means you will not have that strong of a lift. Definitely caught some lift right there. Had a little wingtip over right there. It was a very gusty day in terms of the wind. Not the most satisfying day of flying. The wind may have been a little too strong for my Radian, which was surprising because I put a 2200 milliamp hour battery in there to try to weight the nose down. As you can see, that didn't seem to help all that much. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I'd give Millennium Park a 5. It's easy to get to with plenty of parking. The slope is gradual and very easy to retrieve a plane. On the other hand, a gradual slope means your lift may not be all that strong. The lack of lift stability could also be attributed to all the trees at the bottom of the hill. Remember, the fewer the obstructions at the bottom of the hill, the better. With the intimidation factor being so low on this hill, I would highly recommend it for a beginning slope soarer. It could very well be that my rating of a 5 is far too harsh. It's very possible a more experienced sloper with a different plane could do a better job finding lift than I did. That's it for today. Next week I'll be reviewing the dam at Hopkinton State Park.